Welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connections. We have some new guests with us this afternoon. We have Johnny Harvey, who's in charge. He's the director of the wellness program at Baxter Regional Medical Center. Welcome, Johnny.
Thanks for having me on.
And we have Vicki Finley from Physicians Health and Wellness. How am I doing so far?
Good.
And you're the educator.
I am.
All right, welcome. We're so glad you're
Thank
here
you.
this afternoon. And you're going to be talking about a new program that the hospital is partnering with, and this is a teen weight loss program.
It is, yeah. BRMC is co-sponsoring a teen weight loss program through Physicians Health and Fitness. You were close.
I was so close, okay.
PHF instead of PHW. And so it's actually will be starting in August, and Vicki will be the educator, will be in charge of that program. So it is, you have to go through an application process, but basically it's for 10 area youth. And it's essentially a scholarship program because it'll be a free program. Dr. Hagman with Physicians Health and Fitness is sponsoring, I believe it's $2,000 and BRMC's $1,000. So it will be a free program, and I'll hand it off to you to actually talk about the program itself.
We want to hear about this, Vicki. Tell us about this program.
Well, we're very excited to be able to offer it because, just to give you a little statistics, the Center for Disease Control new statistic is 12.5 million children between the ages of 2 and 19 are now either obese or overweight.
Oh my goodness.
So that's 1 in 3 in the United States. And the thing that we don't think about sometimes is also the other statistic, which is in the past 100 years, our life expectancies have gotten longer.
Oh, you bet.
But this is the first generation they're saying that the life expectancy will actually be 5 years shorter, and that has not happened in our history for 100 years. So Dr. Hagman has such a great desire to see that change. And so through the teen program, we are having the teens come in, they fill out the application, and part of the application is on the back, they write in their words why they want to lose weight. And it is very eye-opening. I was looking at some of our applications yesterday, and everywhere you look, you see the words, I'm so disappointed in myself. I wish I could play volleyball. I feel like a whale in a sea of mermaids. I go to school and people make fun of me because even if I eat a carrot, oh, you're a fatty. And we've had teenagers go through our program, so we've seen the huge changes that can come about from them getting their confidence back.
Sure.
Not just talking about their risk for diabetes and the heart diseases that are coming so young now. So we're very passionate and very excited about having them in our program.
Get that self-esteem back.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you know when you finally get out of high school and you go to get a job, that self-esteem is huge.
You bet.
You've got to have that to go on and have your life, and it's so hard when you're hiding. And that's another word we see all the time. I'm hiding. I don't want to hide anymore. So we're very,
It's got to
very
break
thrilled.
your heart to
It
read
does.
some of these.
It does.
Yeah, but you know that there's something that can be done
Yes.
about it.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what's really exciting. I know that BaxterRegional.org, you can also get the application form.
You can.
So
It is online on BaxterRegional.org, and you
Under
actually just scroll a little ways down. You actually see this logo, if you can see it.
Employee
and it does
Health and
say,
Wellness.
does
yeah.
say teen weight loss, I believe. And you click on it, and it'll have a little more information, and we'll have the application itself. Or you can call 492-5993,
Yes.
Physicians Health and Fitness. You can go out there, out by Walmart, 250 Drillers Road, right? You like
Yes.
that?
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
What is the program now? What is the program process?
For the first 13 weeks of the program, they will attend a class that's an hour and a half in length at our clinic. And during that time, we're teaching them some new skills, some new routines, and they start their weight loss. Then after that, we're going to put them through a series of classes that teach them how to keep that weight off, because there's no use losing it for them
Sure.
and then putting it back on.
Right.
Since they face some special things, like if you go to school, sometimes you can't take that blue box entree in because somebody's going to say something. So we actually add a few skills to get through the things they're going to have to face during school while they're on the program. We're going to talk a lot about physical activity, a lot about the calories in that they're taking in, and how to be full without eating something that's going to put the weight on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of in a nutshell. It's a food-based program, so they don't have to make a lot of decisions, go to the store, count everything right now. We're just keeping them safe and kind of without decisions on their food.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
But in the same time, you're training them for down the road for their
Absolutely.
future, how to be able to keep that weight off.
Absolutely.
By eating healthy, what to select, what will give you
Yeah,
energy.
it's almost a reteaching program, because obviously if
is.
what's going on now is not working, you need to.
Yeah, and we've always been taught,
Develop
eat
new
less,
skills.
move more.
Right.
So kind of our habits and their habits are, if I eat too much on the weekend, well, I'll just eat a little, won't even have lunch or breakfast on Monday and Tuesday, and that'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Or I'll work out a little bit more, not realizing that that piece of pizza was 650 calories and it would take 4 hours before
Yeah, yeah.
you got to get that off. So we're educating them a little bit on that so that they look at things a little bit differently and help them with that too. And we have a gym on the back of our building now, so hopefully we'll incorporate that.
So they'll be going through classes. These will be after school?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe the counselors or something were allowing children to have the time off from school. I don't know. So they're going to be coming in after school. They'll do a weigh-in.
Yes.
They'll be kind of like The Biggest Loser in a way.
I don't think we'll be quite as boot campy.
Yeah,
as-
yeah.
And the parent also, as an aside, the parent does come with the child for those classes.
Oh, good.
So that way they can really know what
They
they're
can
getting.
be supportive
Right.
because in not to blame the parents, but it may be not good eating habits at home that have been the challenge to begin with. So this way you can educate both of them at once. So that's a great
And it's
idea.
very bonding for them.
Yeah. Yeah, because parents don't want to ever see their children unhappy or suffering in any way, shape, or form. And that old adage of kids can be cruel. Yeah, they can.
Very
And,
much so.
Yeah.
So, well, Johnny, what else? What else can you help us with on this today? With
That's broad.
okay, it's broad.
How much time do we have?
What role will you be playing in this? Just you're getting the word out, I know, with our employees at the hospital, because this is open to
It's open to everyone, yeah.
So we've certainly put the word out to the hospital employees, because the hospital being the biggest employer, and there may be parents there at the hospital that want to help their kids, and then we're doing it through the school system. So
Yeah, I am. I'm helping to get the word out, and I've worked with Physicians Health and Fitness for a few years now, so I have a good relationship with them. I know they do a great job, and I'll be in on the approval process some. Basically, what will happen is Dr. Hagman and Vicki, and I'm sure Susan, everyone there will be involved with the applications and the interviews, and you'll choose. And then what will happen is you'll bring a list to me and say, here's folks we would like to move forward with. Is this okay? Do you see any potential problems or recommendations? So I'll be involved with that. So.
okay. And I know Dr. Hageman, I can still remember myself and Sharon Miller went with Dr. Hageman and set him up for his very first speaking engagement here in Mountain Home about the program.
Oh, wow.
And we talked about it prior to, and he certainly is, and I can still remember him saying, it hurt him so much to see the same patients coming through his office because of their obesity, because of their poor nutrition, nutritional intake, going from sort of a minor condition to it becoming more advanced and becoming perhaps diabetes or just, and he really is passionate about stopping the cycle of obesity and getting it back. I mean, we just should not have these numbers in this country.
No. And it's so sad, the
it is.
changes it makes in people.
Yeah. And it's very scary to realize, I mean, we're like you said, for the statistics, I had not heard that, Vicki, is that we're going backwards, folks. We're not going forwards. Had this whole group that has gone up to about 80, I think 80 something is now the lifespan had gone up. But if we continue eating the way we've been eating, we're gonna backslide. So we just don't need to do that. And we don't want to get, because I'm sure there's a correlation with obesity and with our suicide rate among teens.
Oh, I would.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
yeah, so which, these things are preventable. We can make a difference. And it's always, there's always a new day. Let's seize it, grab it, carpe diem it, and and move on.
Sure.
And so,
Takes a little work.
yeah,
We can get there.
yeah. Talk to us a little bit about what kind of exercises would be recommended for this particular teenage age group to start with, so that they're not, is it real individual?
Yeah, the best type of exercise is whatever that child or teen will do. And usually
Okay.
it has to do with enjoyment. So if you can find something that child enjoys doing, and it will be different from one to the next.
Sure.
The main thing is just be active. Recommendation will be at least 60 minutes a day, most, if not all, days of the week.
60
And that's
minutes?
kind of a minimum. But when you were a kid,
I played
60
out-
minutes was
Yeah.
warm up.
Yeah, exactly. That is a huge difference that I see. Our culture has changed. Unfortunately, there is, I'm going to just use the word evil out there. We need to protect our children, I think, more from predators, etc. But you're right, Johnny, as a child, it was, as soon as you were done with your homework, you were outdoors till it was dark.
Right.
And your parents knew you were in the neighborhood, but they might not have known specifically where
Right.
you were, because the kids were all together, and we did all sorts of freeze tag and hide and seek in the summer when it was dark, and you were just constantly on our bikes. We were constantly moving.
Yeah,
So
it's not as safe of a world out there
now it's
anymore,
just
though.
not quite as safe as it once was. So we need to get that back too.
We'll work
don't
on
get
that.
Don't get me started.
Vicky
That's
will be
another
our-
show.
It'll be our neighborhood patrol.
Okay, all right. Well, I want to thank you both so much for coming in today and talking about the Teen Weight Loss Program and the partnership between the two. And what's the number again to reach, Vicki, for parents that want, or students that want more information?
492-5993.
Okay, all right. And don't forget to go to the BRMC BaxterRegional.org website. And as Johnny said, it's on employee health wellness. He's Vanna White here today. Look for the employee health and wellness logo. Click on that. It'll say Teen Weight Loss Program. There's information and an application. So don't be afraid to get online and go check that out. Thank you for joining us today. I want to thank you both for coming in.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank
We
you.
want to thank all of our viewers for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connection.